If you could snap your fingers, how many seasons would you get?
At least 3.
As a surprise to no one, The Acolyte has been canceled. I'll explain how the series was intended to be a part of a bigger plan, and how The Acolyte was never really intended to be a critical success, but instead a means to undermine the whole Star Wars brand. But before we get started, don't forget to smash that like button, comment below, and subscribe for more content like this. The Acolyte will not be renewed for a second season, according to Deadline. The report states the story of The Acolyte will not continue, with Lucasfilm opting not to proceed with the second season of the Star Wars offshoot, starring Amandla Stenberg, sources tell Deadline. Word of the decision comes more than a month after the 8-episode first season of the series from creator, director, executive producer, and showrunner Leslie Headland wrapped its run on Disney+. The real issue lies with figures like Leslie Headland and Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy, who seem more focused on advancing their personal agendas than on delivering quality entertainment for Star Wars fans.
I carried them. I created them.
And the fan reaction to the series were overwhelmingly negative, with many declaring Star Wars is dead in videos and comments across YouTube and other social media platforms. But I strongly disagree, because the whole Star Wars is dead movement is exactly what Kathleen Kennedy wants. Let me explain. Imagine you're Disney and you own Star Wars, a beloved franchise with a global fan base. As president of Lucasfilm, you're tasked with finding someone to write and direct a new Star Wars project. Who do you choose? Someone who's dreamed of directing a Star Wars movie or series their entire life, who's seen all the films and shows, and who promises to respect and cater to the fan base? Or someone who has never watched a single Star Wars film or series, could be morally compromised and have questionable connections due to their past role as a personal assistant to a notorious figure in the entertainment industry? Someone like Leslie Headland.
I just try to treat everything as if we're on RuPaul's Drag Race.
Who has fanciful hopes of merging Frozen and Kill Bill in a TV series. Much like what we saw with Rian Johnson and The Last Jedi, this was just another deliberate attempt to subvert the Star Wars brand. Yes, Star Wars is intentionally being put in the wrong hands. Why would Kathleen Kennedy and Leslie Headland deliberately work to undermine and damage Star Wars? For the same reason aspiring dictators seek to dismantle established institutions. They want to destroy them, then rebuild and control them according to their own vision. In this case, Kathleen Kennedy wants to dismantle the Star Wars you love, so she can reshape it in her own image. At this point, you might be thinking that no one would be this reckless and stupid. Well, let me assure you that Kathleen Kennedy is far from stupid. She is one of the most successful producers in film history, and she knows how to please audiences when she wants to. She's a risk taker, and mostly those risks have paid off, because she's always had a creative person like George Lucas or Steven Spielberg by her side. However, for the past 12 years, she's had no mentors, no guidance. She's relied on the "not my Star Wars is dead" narrative to fuel her agenda. The narrative supports her goal of creating a new Star Wars with characters and values that align with her vision, a vision with infallible strong female characters and men that are weak with shaky morals. One that deliberately moves away from the traditional Star Wars values. And that's exactly what she wants, the old Star Wars to die. If Kathleen Kennedy is the Emperor, Leslie Headland is simply her newest Sith apprentice. In the end, was Kathleen Kennedy's plan successful? Leslie Headland and Amandla Stenberg were portrayed as victims of online bullying, and the ultimate goal to subvert and deconstruct the Star Wars brand was achieved. However, there was a major oversight in their strategy. The new audience they hoped to attract could care less about Star Wars. Social media activists tend to be narcissists who really only care about themselves and only use shows like The Acolyte to further their online causes. The hashtag Renew the Acolyte crowd only exists on social media platforms like Twitter/X. And the ratings for The Acolyte really show the truth. Very few people watched the series, and those that did found it disappointing. If Kathleen Kennedy and Leslie Headland hope to win over a more inclusive, diverse, and accepting audience, it certainly didn't offset the massive fan exodus that occurred during this transition. You can't alienate a dedicated fan base of nearly 50 years and expect them to disappear quietly. And many fans are showing their commitment by voting with their wallets, canceling Disney Plus subscriptions, and avoiding Disney parks and other properties. So this plan had broader repercussions than Kathleen Kennedy and Leslie Headland likely anticipated. The financial impact of the social agenda series, The Acolyte, will likely end up costing Disney far more money than the $180 million it took to produce. So tell me, what do you think about The Acolyte being canceled? Do you agree with my take or do you disagree? Tell me your thoughts in the comments below because I really want to know what you think. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the Cinema Maverick channel for more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.